Welcome everyone. So it's been a while since my face has been in front of the camera. With the amount of work that I've been getting recently, I've just found it easier to do this simple B-roll with a bit of voiceover. I thought I'd go back to the roots of jumping in front of the camera and talking about the product, showing it off a little bit and just going over my basic thoughts. Today we are looking at a docking station from Tobin One. I worked with this company before. I believe it was either on a 10-in-1 dock or 12-in-1 dock. Amazing quality. When they said they want to send this one over, it's just released, I was like, yes. Now obviously I do work from a PC most of the time, so using my laptop or my MacBook I tend to rarely never use, and one is just because of that real estate. I can't get on with having just one screen, and a laptop screen is not big enough for me to do all of the editing that I need to do. Even just transferring files, I find it really tedious of having to open and close each and every single item and folder and all of that stuff. So when they said about this, I had to check it out. This is their new dock. This doesn't really have a name on the box. It just says model UDS046. But what I know from obviously looking at the product online, it is a triple monitor sort of setup, if you will, for a laptop. So in a sense, really, you get 4 screens when it comes to actually utilizing all 3 of the HDMI ports and also the laptop screen. There are some things we need to talk about that may be a bit of an issue is with the first 2 HDMI slots. So before we get into any of that, let's quickly go over the unboxing, which was very simple. Now this does come with, I believe, a US plug. Do supply you with an adapter, which is from Philips, which is nice to see, another known brand. This is for the UK obviously, so it is an adapter plug. All of the cables inside, you get your USB-C to USB-C, which goes from the dock into your laptop, and then you get the dock itself, which is nicely presented in obviously its little wrapping, and then once it's out of the box, looks absolutely fantastic. Let's go over the ports that you get with this device so you can understand if this is probably the one that you need most, or if there's another one on their website that you're probably best at looking at. Starting off is the 3 HDMI ports. But before we move on, the top 2, I will mention this feature because it is a little bit of a downfall. The first 2 HDMI ports, which is HDMI 3 and HDMI 2, they are resolutions up to 2K at 60 Hz for a single display, but they are driver based. So that means that you need to download a driver on your laptop or your MacBook to allow these to actually work. I didn't know that until I read the instructions, so I was really freaking that my product didn't work until the HDMI 1 is that resolution of 4K up to 60 Hz for a single display, which is the plug and play. That's the only one that I needed because I only use one monitor at the back here, so I used that plug and play one, and as soon as I plugged it in, instantly things worked and it just turned on. So make sure you are aware, if you're going to be using the triple screens here, that you are going to have the driver installed ready so you don't have the same issue that I did. Then moving down is 2 USB-A's at 3.0 supporting data transfers of up to 5 gigabits per second. And then under that is the USB-C laptop port, which actually I believe supplies up to 120 watts charging power as well. Don't hold me to that, but I know when my laptop was plugged in, it was charging rapid. So whether it's 100 watts charging or 110, I can't be fully accurate on that, but I know it is a good way to also charge your laptop while working on it at the same time, so then you can take it off and just get on with your day. But anyway, moving on. Underneath that is your LAN support or your Ethernet cable. Now this is saying speeds up to 1 Gbps, which could be gigabytes or gigabits. You'll have to let me know in the comments below because it's a capital G, lowercase b. In my eyes, I believe that's gigabits. If I'm wrong, please correct me, but it is up to 1 Gbps. And then lastly, on this side is the DC port, which powers the whole unit. Then you move over to the front where you have on top your power button, which obviously just controls it on and off. You have an SD card and micro SD card slot, which is a 3.0. And it also supports SD and TF working simultaneously. So if you have 2 SD cards in at the same time, they both work fine, instead of having one of those docks where if you've got a big SD card in, you can't use the TF card because it's like, what's going on? So that's a bonus. Then you're greeted with another 2 USB-A 3.0s, again supporting that 5 gigabits, and then a USB-C 3.0 supporting data transfer of 5 gigabits also. Then right at the bottom, the last but not least, the 3.5 mic and audio out support. So you can have a microphone headset in this as well and use it on your laptop if you've got meetings, if you're in a Discord chat or whatever you're doing on there, you'll have your microphone and headset in there. When it comes down to the actual device itself, I've had it plugged in now for around a day or so, just learning the features of the MacBook and stuff, because I don't, like I said, don't really use my MacBook for dual displays and things like that. It's more when I'm on the go, so I was learning how to arrange the screens above each other and have the laptop down here. But the best thing about this dock is the fact that you can use a mouse and keyboard, and you know it works seamlessly on the MacBook, because I'm one of these people, I can't edit with a trackpad. It has to be a physical mouse and keyboard. I mean, I can use the keyboard on the MacBook, that's absolutely fine. I love to have a mouse in my hands, so having that feature available to me with the dock is a plus. And then obviously with the extra real estate I can have on the actual big screen, which is a 240 hertz OLED. Unfortunately, the dock only supplies up to 60 hertz. So in my eyes, it still does work. It's just not as fast as the original, obviously the PC running on it. But again, what are you going to expect from a docking station that already gives you so much? There is one issue that I found with this is if you are going to have this on your desk, try and keep the airflow at a maximum because it will start warming up. It is in an aluminium case. You cannot expect this thing to just stay instantly cold while it's pumping out so much power and also trying to, display multiple screens from a laptop. So just be cautious. Don't try and shove it under any of your books or on top of your things or under like crevices and just squeezing it in there. It's probably best to have it on the side of your desk, just open and breathe in like I have. But other than that, I mean, the product itself is absolutely fantastic and it works wonders. And if you are in that market of looking for a docking station or even just a standard small dock, then definitely check out Tobin One and their website because they have a crazy arsenal of docks on their website and they are some of the highest quality. Now yes, the price range may be a bit higher, but I am going to let you go over and check the price because they always have sales on, which I believe this is on sale at the moment, so I don't want to say the price and then it completely change when you actually see this video. But all the links are down there in the description that you can go check them out and just see the vast amount of docks and little SD card slot holders or just everything that they do, their accessories and all sorts. They do so much stuff that I think would really benefit those either in college, content creation, or if you just need more real estate on your laptop, then definitely check out Tobin One and their docking stations in the links down below. But other than that, I mean, that's everything that I can really explain. If you have any questions about this docking station, I really do appreciate if you leave them in the comments. I can try and get back to you with an answer. But I think that's everything from me. So as always, capture, create, captivate, and I'll see you all in the next video.